Hi guys. All right, so today we're going to talk about my day 8 of intermittent fasting. Normally I do this video at the beginning of the breaking of my fast. I'm doing it now because I'm tired and I probably won't get a chance to do it later on. And I've pretty much completed my day as far as the majority of what I was going to do today. Um, so that's that. So the first thing, in my day 7 video, I told you guys that I had lost 6 pounds during my first week of intermittent fasting. So I'm not sure if that information was correct or not, because I actually went to the NutriShop and hopped on this body analysis machine, and it told me that I had only lost 3 pounds instead of the 6 pounds. Now, the only thing with that is that I had eaten right before I went. So I don't know if that played a part in it or not. I don't know if my scale at home was wrong. I don't have like one of those the lined one. I have the digital one that shows you the number. So I'm not sure which one was incorrect, but I just wanted to let you guys know that me losing 6 pounds may or may not have been accurate. Me losing 3 pounds was for sure, because both, the one at home and the one at the Nutri Shop said that it was at least 3 pounds. So I'm still excited about that weight loss. Losing the additional 6 pounds, or the additional 3 pounds, sorry, kind of shocked me anyway. So even if, my scale might have been wrong, then, I'm okay with the 3 pounds that I lost. But I wish I hadn't eaten before I went to go do that, because now I don't know if that played a part or not. Anyway, so moving right along, I will show you guys my body analysis. And I've been going there for quite some time now. I normally go like once a month and just, check on everything or whatever. I wanted to get one like kind of towards the beginning of my intermittent fasting, so that I could really see, excuse me, how my body was changing. Every time I do videos, like my mouth gets really dry. I get hiccups. Like it's crazy. Like none of that happens when I'm just doing other stuff. And I talk all day. Like I talk for a living. So that's really crazy. Anyway, like I said, I've been doing this for a while. I normally go once a month. And it just gives me a printout of pretty much my entire body. And I'll just jump right into it and explain it. Okay, so starting from the top. You guys see that? Okay, starting from the top, we have my ID, which doesn't even matter. My height, I am 5'4". My age, which is 27. My age is actually 28, so I'm not sure why I didn't update, but it's 28. Anyway, let's see. My gender, obviously, I'm female. Obviously, right? Right? I look like a female. Anyway. And then I have the test date and time, which is right here, and it was 04/07/2017. So, and that was at what time? 9:58 a.m. this morning. So moving right along, right here we have my total body water. Is that what this is? That is what it says, total body water. Okay, so that's pretty much what my weight is in water. And I have 88 pounds of water, which, your body's made up of, what is it, 80%, 95% water, something like that. And then I have my dry lean mass, which is my muscles, and that is at 32.6. And then my body fat mass is at 95. So 95 pounds of my 216.3 pounds is fat. And then this is how much my lean mass weighs. So that's my water weight and my muscles combined, and that's where they got that number from. All right, and then moving right along, this is the muscle fat analysis right here. And this is my weight, my skeletal muscle mass, my body fat mass. And it just tells me like the percentages of my body, whatever my weight is, 216.3. Which one is that one? Skeletal muscle mass, and then my body fat mass. Then moving down to the next one, we have my BMI and my percent of body fat, right? Yeah, percent of body fat and body mass index. Sorry guys, I just knocked my thing over. Anyway, and that one, again, just gives basic information. I'm just dropping everything. All right, and then down here, right before the bottom, this one gives me like exactly, what my where my weight is for the most part. Excuse me, guys. Most of my weight, as you guys can see, is in my trunk. And the trunk is from, you know, from here down to where you bend. You know, where you bend. Yeah. So it's from there. So here to where you bend. And my trunk, excuse me, weighs more than anything, which is, you know, realistic, because again, my stomach is kind of just like doing its own thing. Anyway, and yeah, we'll leave it at that. All right. So for the most part, all of my limbs are the same for the most part. My right leg and my left leg are a little bit different. My right leg is a little bit stronger than my left leg. I definitely agree with that, because like, even when you look in the mirror, like, you're never symmetrical. So something's always going to be a little bit off. Like, even with my arms, like, they're a little bit off. I don't know if you guys can see that number. All right. So down here is like my progress chart. It shows like what's been going on since I've been going to them, and, you know, the changes and everything that's been made. It's not showing all of the dates because it only has a certain number of blocks here. I'm pretty sure I started this before this date, because I want to say my very first one was like 222, I think. And as you guys can see, like, I went, you know, up and down in weight, and then here we are today at the 216.3. And then, you know, same thing with the skeletal muscle mass and the body fat percentage and all of that stuff. And then over here on the side, sorry guys, I'm trying to look so I can make sure that you guys are seeing what I'm trying to tell you. Over here on the side, it shows me like how many pounds, excuse me, of body fat I need to lose, and then how many pounds of lean body mass that I need to either lose or gain. Same thing with the body fat. If it had a plus there, then I would need to gain that way, but it has a minus, so I need to lose 58 pounds. My goal weight is anywhere between 130 and 140. So I didn't do the calculations to figure out how many pounds I need to be losing, which is really not very smart, because I should definitely know how many pounds I'm trying to lose. Because, you know, saying, oh, well, I lost 30 pounds means nothing if you don't know how many pounds you're trying to get to. So that's that. Oh, and last thing, it also shows me like my metabolism. Where is it at? There it is. My basal metabolic rate, or I'm sorry, metabolic rate. Good gracious, I just said metabolic rate. So it shows me all that. Like the metabolic rate is what I would sorry, I just noticed my wallpaper is wrinkled. Anyway, that's how many calories that I would burn if I just did nothing all day. Like, if I literally did nothing, that's how much I would burn, you know, 1,557 calories. I don't know if that's true or not. I guess I mean, I guess it's true. Like, they have a whole machine dedicated to it. Like, who am I to say the machine's wrong, you know? Not the machines can't be wrong, but, you know, whatever. Anyway, so I'm going to do this at the end of the month, just to sorry guys, my muscles are really sore, so I'm not itching. I'm like really pushing on my muscles because they really hurt. I keep sidetracking. I apologize to anybody who's watching this. Thank you for watching, because I know this is, you know, not like everybody else's video where they're just like smooth and go straight through it. Like, I'm extra. Anyway, so I'm going to do this at the end of the month and see how things change. I'm really glad that it did say that I didn't need to lose or gain any body mass, or lean body mass. So my muscles are good, which is great for me, because I feel like, you know, like, I love weights. Like, I love lifting weights and all that stuff. I don't love cardio. I cannot. I don't like cardio, even though I know, like, after the first 15 minutes, you're pretty much on autopilot. Like, I know that, but I still just cannot get through those first 15 minutes. But since, you know, it's pretty much just telling me that all I need to lose is body fat, which is pretty much what everybody needs to lose, or anybody who's doing this needs to lose, then, you know, I don't have to focus on the weights as much. I just need to focus on trying to get my cardio together. And that's it for this. At the end of the month, I will show you this again, and we will go from there. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is my eating window. I've said several times on a bunch of my other videos, that I was going to think about changing my my eating window, because I wasn't getting enough calories in that window, and I wasn't eating enough meals in that window. But I talked to several other people who are doing the IF, and they have stated that there is a whole world of just one meal people. Like, there are people who literally do one meal fasting, like, and they eat for like 35 minutes, or they eat for an hour, or they give themselves about 3 hours worth of time to eat, and they just eat in that time frame, and then they don't eat again until that time frame again the next day. Sorry, these hiccups are killing me. um and I thought that was amazing, because like the whole time I'm thinking like I'm doing something wrong. Like I'm not getting my meals in. I'm not getting my calories in. I don't understand why I can't get everything in this. I have to spread my meals out. I can't eat them all at once, yada, yada, yada. Apparently you can eat all of your calories at one time and be good. It's how I felt when I saw all of these people who were doing what I was doing on accident, but they were doing it on purpose and making it work. The world is an amazing place. Like, that's beyond me. Like, you don't even know. Like, that was just crazy. So I'm not to the point where I want to do 1 meal a day intermittent fasting just yet. I am, again, just stepping into week 2 of this, so I'm not ready for that yet. But it's a really great, thing to know that there are other people doing it. Also, along with that, um, sorry, I looked at the time and it sidetracked me. For this video, I'm not really going to worry about the time, because I just want to talk about some stuff. Anyway, there's also a couple of other things that I didn't know and didn't, and now I feel like when I started this, I felt like I was doing it the way that I wanted to do it and the way that would fit best for me. However, I didn't take into account, cheat days and cheat meals and things like that. I was just like, okay, it's intermittent fasting. You just have to do this. You don't get a cheat meal. You don't get a cheat day. You don't get any of that cheat stuff. But you do. And like I was saying in one of my other videos, that I wanted to incorporate a cheat day type situation, but like trick myself into thinking that I'm cheating, but not actually give myself the stuff that I want. Um, I don't know how that's gonna work out. I think I might actually give myself the stuff that I want at least once a day. Like, not once a day, gracious. At least once a week, or yeah, once a week would be fine. So that I can at least, what I'm saying? Like, nobody wants to put in all of the work and not get any type of, what I'm saying, like special reward every now and again. Even though the special reward for me is losing the weight. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna revamp this totally based on how I want to do it. Like my veganism trial, I loved being, full vegan for the trial period that I was vegan. However, my eating style is not fully vegan, it's not fully vegetarian. I eat some meats, I eat cheese, I eat all of that stuff. And I made that mine, like there are times where like I make meals in a day that is totally vegan, and then I'll, turn back around and eat, you know, I wanted to say a hamburger, but I don't really eat hamburgers. So you get the point. I want to make this my own. Moving on. What else do we have here? I actually scripted it today, and which is crazy because I scripted it, and this is the longest one of all of them. Anyway, okay, so we haven't talked about my actual day 8 today. Today I went to lunch with a friend of mine. I did the whole moving the window situation. So I had like one large meal when we went out to eat. It wasn't, no, yeah, it was large. I was going to lie and say it wasn't very large, but it was really large. It was a catfish dinner from Old Charlie's, where it had like the fried catfish and the macaroni and cheese, and then I tossed on some sweet potatoes, some mashed sweet potatoes, and some broccoli. So overall, the meal would have been, where it should have been had the catfish not been fried. But who wants non-fried catfish? Like, I've had non-fried catfish before, and it's cool. But, sometimes you just want fried catfish. Anyway, so if I hadn't have fried the catfish, and if I hadn't have added on macaroni and cheese, then it probably would have been, a pretty well-balanced meal. I had my protein, my carb, my vegetables. So it would have been a good meal. Anyway, I enjoyed it, so I'm okay with that. And that's pretty much it. I didn't have too much more to talk about necessarily. I have a bunch of things I need to get finished, so I also need to get some sleep. So that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Aha! Subscribe. That. I have, 6 new followers. Hi, new followers. Hi. I didn't realize it because it doesn't like show me on my phone when people subscribe to my page. And I was online today, like on my actual computer, trying to change my thumbnails because for whatever reason, YouTube always puts the thumbnails where I'm looking like it's never like a cute thumbnail, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's never anything cute. It's always something like super crazy that just makes me look like I don't know what the hell I'm doing type situation. And really, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just telling you how my life is going. Anyway, so hi, new subscribers. Thank you very much for subscribing. I appreciate your support. Thank you very much. Once I figure out how to figure out who you are, I will go to your page and I will like your page as well. And I will follow you and check out your videos and all of that. Because I definitely like to support, you know, you support, I support, we all support. So that's that. I'm going to stop talking now because, again, I'm rambling and I tend to do that on these videos. And again, it's scripted. And I still went way over. That looked like a really big band. It's my hairband and my Fitbit. Not that you guys care. Goodbye.